How the hell do we plan to get out of this one? Soga just has us completely literally, Chihiro's dead, Enten is cracked in two, and Samura's laying there looking like a flower vase. So I say again, how the hell do we get out of this one? I believe our answers lie in chapter 107. It was revealed to us that when you pour your life force into the enchanted blade, the manifestations become black. This grants extreme powers. In fact, it even says at the threshold of death it glitters with an otherworldly light. And because the Magatsumi drains vitality and uses it for its moves, that's why all its manifestations are like pure black. It's very different than say how Chihiro's Kuro is black. That's just a naturally black fish. Whereas the Magatsumi's powers are like a glittery black, a dark, thick manifestation of spirit energy. It's a darker power because it's siphoning life to strengthen itself. And we know that this isn't just a Magatsumi function. Any enchanted blade will be able to do this, cause hell, we saw Chihiro do it back in the Rakuzaichi when he first met Yura. The Cloud Gouger sparks turned black, and we never saw that happen with Sojo. So in my eyes, the stage are set for us to see a black manifestation of Suzaku. In chapter 108, Samura says, "I'm making a wager." He's putting his all in the fact that Chihiro with the Enten can break the Magatsumi. Also, earlier in the chapter, we see the Magatsumi vibrate in Soga's hands after he clashes with Chihiro. This further recontextualizes Samura's wager. But it seems Samura might have to make the ultimate sacrifice. The black manifestation Suzaku might just be the ultimate sacrifice for his wager, which would be his life. Samura may create another fiery domain around the battlefield. This will engulf everything around them. But now with him pouring in his life force and the black manifestation comes out, it will be stronger to hold off Soga a bit. It will damage Soga and heal Chihiro. And I don't think you're gonna want to hear this, but this may also be how Enten comes back into one piece. We know he can heal enchanted blades and he can heal other people. So this doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility to me. Now it comes down to, will this firepower be enough to hold Soga off just for them to make an escape? Since his introduction, Samura has been the powerhouse of Kagurabachi. It was impossible to think that anyone would be able to embarrass Samura like Soga has been doing recently. I mean, the amount of glaze that Hokuzono has given Samura is insane, and just how dominant he has been in every fight. He embarrasses everyone he goes up against. So seeing Soga embarrass him like this has been kind of a shell shock to like all of us. But the fact still remains of Samura's pedigree. He is still number 2 in the verse. So a self-sacrifice binding vow almost, if you want to look at it like that, from the second strongest person in the verse should grant him the amp and power he needs to hold off and repel Soga that will allow Chihiro to heal, grab Enten, and go. In terms of actual execution, this could go several ways. But I think most importantly, there will be a bit of reprieve for them to actually exchange words to say goodbye. Samura of course will have to impart some words, a message for Chihiro to give Iori. Of course this is going to be heartbreaking, and even someone who isn't super huge on Samura as a subjective character, objectively he is so great, the execution of his conclusion has to land. So I think his words will be poignant. This is gonna move mountains if it actually does go like this. But seeing how Chihiro with Enten can vibrate the Magatsumi in Soga's hands, which is something that no one else would be able to do, mind you, this is the only way to gamble on the future. To give Iori an actual chance to have a normal life in the future would be to remove Soga. The only person that could do that is Chihiro. And if it costs Samura his life in order to make that happen, or just have a chance of that happening, he is going to take it, because right now the chances of that happening are 0 with Chihiro dead. We can't let Enten fall into the hands of Soga. Soga views Enten as more of a threat than Chihiro. So it is imperative for us to get that back. And of course that also leaves Tobimune. What's going to happen with that? Where I do think that little small moment, that brief window of reprieve, Samura will pass on Tobimune to Chihiro. Now, I don't know exactly what that means or who will get Tobimune, if anyone at all. Maybe Hakari will just keep it in the storehouse. Maybe he intends to give it to someone to actually use. Maybe he sees Soga as such a big of a threat that he's going to need the extra firepower and help. Of course, the logical choice would be Iori, but I'm interested in hearing what your thoughts are, or what's your theories on what you think would happen to Tobimune in this specific scenario. And you can also share what you think is going to happen here. I just wanted to get a quick theory video out on this because the chapter's coming up and this is relatively short. It's just really a yap session, but I appreciate you guys staying for the whole video. This is the new channel, so I appreciate any support. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the Jagan. Remember, stay normie, stay weeb. Shit even in between is fine. Until next time, peace.